Hi guys! Welcome back sa YouTube channel ko. So for today, i-discuss natin yung ilang questions coming from the 22nd IIEE National Math Wizard which was held a while ago sa TUP Manila. Pero before that, shoutout muna dun sa mga nakamit ni Sir IJ na mga future electrical engineers and sa mga Lodi Cakes natin na mga quizzers, and sobrang gagaling yung mga Lodi Cakes. Wala akong masabi sa inyo. And alam kong malayo mararating nyo. Shoutout din pala kay Abu Fatima 1904, kay Ronald Ticon, kay Famero Tarsena Vincent, kay Christina Javier, kay Julius Bacoy, at saka kay Romel Nicolay Vitor. So maraming salamat sa inyo mga Lodi Cakes. Alam ko marami pa kayong matututunan kay Sir IJ and more power sa inyo. So ito yung first problem natin coming from algebra. So hindi ko maalala kung 30 seconds ba to or 45 seconds, but I will teach you. Tuturo ko sa inyo mga Lodi Cakes yung classical at the same time yung pwede natin gawing shortcut, since for this competition, calculators are allowed. Especially yung mga approved by PRC. So ang gagamitin natin syempre yung CARS calculator. Pwede rin naman try yung gamitin yung Canon, pero for my part, so gamitin natin yung CARS. So ang tanong, the second term and sixth term of a geometric sequence are 3/10 and 243/160, respectively. Find the first term if the sequence contains positive values only. Express the answer using two significant figures. So the first thing to consider is what type of sequence is given. So the given is a geometric sequence. So a sub 2 equals 3/10, and you have a sub 6 equals 243 all over 160. Recall that in a geometric sequence, there is what we call as a common ratio. So may constant tayong minimultiply to obtain the next term. So paano po ba natin, Sir IJ, kukunin yung common ratio kapag given yung dalawang terms? Like for example, second and sixth. Paano yan, Sir IJ? So the R, mga idolo, so the R is equal to the N, ganito yan mga Lodi Cakes, N minus K root of A sub N all over A sub K. Considering na puro positive lang yan, kasi kung may tanong na possible na maging negative siya, so i-consider natin yan, especially kapag magiging even to. Kapag naging even kasi itong mga Lodi Cakes, pwede natin i-consider yung common ratio na negative. So make sure na naka-indicate sa problem kung anong klaseng sequence ba siya, kung puro positive ba siya. Kasi kung hindi, the answers can vary. Pwede siyang maging may mga puro positive, pwede siyang alternate. So n minus k root of A sub N all over A sub K. So ito muna yung classical, mga idolo. So we have R equals, ang N natin is yung malaking term, so that's 6 minus K, ay ang K pala natin is 2, mga Lodi Cakes. So medyo refresher lang to. Ang A sub N natin, which is A sub 6, is 243 over 160 all over 3/10. So kapag sinimplify natin to mga Lodi Cakes for truth, so pwede nyo naman gamitin yung calculators nyo na by getting the fourth root, mga idolo, of the given expression. 243 over 160 all over 3/10 raised to the fourth root. So that's 1 raised to 1/4. Computing the value of R, we have R equals 3/2, or in the terms of decimal, that is 1.5. Possible maging negative yan mga Lodi Cakes kasi even yung root natin, kumbaga yung ano natin, ito yung tinatawag natin na index. So possible maging negative yan, pero naka-specify naman na puro positive siya. So anong gagawin natin dyan, Sir IJ? Ang hinahanap is the first term. So alam natin, to obtain the second term, we will just multiply the first term by the common ratio, R. So ano yung R natin? Binigay or nakuha natin. We obtained that R is equal to 1.5, and we are solving for A sub 1. So we have A sub 1 will just be equal to A sub 2 all over the common ratio, which will be equal to 3/10 all over 3/2, or that is 1.5. So in terms of the fractional value of this one, this is equivalent to 1/5. However, some teams in the competition answered 1/5, and this is considered wrong because it was stated that you have to express your answer using two significant figures. So that means that you have to express this in terms of the decimal form. So this is 0.2. Kaya lang ito kasi, this is only one significant figure. Tandaan po natin na if a number is less than 1, between 0 and 1, so that's 0 point something, the 0 here is not significant. Yung 0 to the left nung non-zero are not significant as well. Pero yung to the right nito are significant. So, kailangan lang natin magdagdag ng point ng 0 dito sa after ng 2, which will become our final answer. Nasunod na natin siya kasi 2 significant figure na siya. 2 significant figures na siya, mga Lodi Cakes. Pero kung hindi naman nakaspecify itong express the answer, kung hanggang dito lang siya, considered yung answer na 1/5 or 0.2 or 0.20. Okay? Just take note of the last statement dun sa problem natin kasi minsan dun kayo nagkakamali. Okay, so paano pa yung ibang technique niyan, Sir IJ? Kung 60 seconds lang yan or 30 seconds, pwede nyo gamitan to ng calculator. So punta kayo sa mode stat, mga idolo. So ito ang tip ni Sir IJ, mode stat 5 or 6. Either of the two, same lang naman siya. Exponential, geometric, parehas lang. Geometric din naman ng exponential. So ano yung lalagay natin dito, Sir IJ? Kailangan natin ng dalawang values ng x with their corresponding value of y. So we have the second term. So yun yung x natin, mga idolo. So we have the second term as 3/10. I-type nyo yung 3/10. Lalabas dyan, 0.3 ata. Tapos, itong sixth term, which is 243 all over 160. Okay, once na ma-enter nyo na yan, i-clear nyo po, mga idolo. And ang hinahanap nyo is the first term. So, ang gawin nyo lang, 1, tapos, shift, stat, mga Lodi Cakes. Makinig maigi shift stat, tapos, regression, and then y hat. Then, press equal. So, that is equal to 0.2, kaya lang 2 significant, dagdag tayo ng 0. Ganun po siya. Pwede nyo itry sa mga calculators nyo to verify. Okay? Inom muna tubig, mga Lodix. So, yun guys. Sige, pwede nating i-testing. Sorry. Although na-testing ko na siya kanina. Option 3, stat, tapos option 5, pwedeng option 6. Sige, 6 na lang. Although same lang naman, 2.3, check lang ni Sir IJ6, 243 over 160, and then i-click or ipipindutin yung AC, and then I will press 1, and then shift, stat, and then regression, and then y hat, and then press equals. So that's 0.2 or that's 0.20. Bakit 1 yung nilagay mo, Sir IJ? Kasi we are looking for the first term. So that is under ng x. So we're looking for the y value, which is the corresponding y hat. Okay? So sana guys, naintindihan nyo yung first problem natin. Okay? So proceed tayo sa next problem. So discussion talaga to malala, mga idolo. So chill lang kayo dyan and relax. Ito yung mga natatandaan kong problem kanina. Dun sa convention, dun sa National Math Wizard. 22nd IIEE. Okay, so we will now proceed with the second problem, which is coming from geometry. Okay, so guys, ang hinahanap dito is find the area. Okay, so ito yung isang tanong kanina. I think this is just good for 30 or 45 seconds. Di ko na maalala yung time. Find the area of a circular sector. Okay, lagay natin yung problem. So ngayon lang ulit ako nagkaroon ng ganitong discussion. So this is medyo nakakapagod siya, pero G lang. Para at least marami-rami tayong problem na ma-solve. Find the area of a circular sector with radius equal to 4 and central angle equal to 10 degrees. Okay? So kung ang nakalimutan mo, mga Lodi Cakes, kung nakalimutan mo yung formula ng area ng sector in terms of R and theta, okay lang. Basta alam mo na ang formula ng circle, ng area ng circle is pi r squared. Sir IJ, ano po ba ibig sabihin ng circular sector? So the circular sector is a portion bounded by an arc and two radii. So let's say this is the center of the circle. Ito yung radius natin, and this is our arc. This is what we call as the circular sector. Okay, so recap lang tayo, basic geometry. Sector po yung tawag dyan. Kapag bounded naman by a chord and an arc, that is a segment. That's correct. But we are looking for the area of a circular sector. So alam natin, Sir IJ, ano pala yung pinaka-tanong dito? Find the area expressed in two significant figures. May nakalagay na significant, ganun siya sa pagkakalahad ng tanong eh. Okay, pero sasagutin para natin in terms of the exact value, tapos lagay natin yung pinaka-final answer natin based on the question itself. So let us recall that the area of a circle is given by the formula pi r squared. Okay? Kaya lang, eto sector to, kailangan natin malaman ano ba yung portion niya sa buong circle. So 10 degrees. So alam naman natin na ang isang buong circle is 360 degrees. So ibig sabihin that is just 10 degrees over 360 degrees, or kapag sinimplify natin, 1 over 36 ng area ng buong circle. Okay guys, sana naiintindihan po. So we have pi, r natin is 4 squared. Pwede mo namang ilagay yung 10 degrees. 10 degrees yung angle mo over 360 degrees. Tapos isimplify natin to mga idolo. Tama ba si Sir IJ? So kapag sinimplify kasi natin to, this is 4 squared, that's 16 pi over 36. Mga idolo, or that is simply equal to 4 pi over 9 square units. However, the given problem, the given problem asks for the area expressed into significant figures. So using our calculator, you just have to press 4 pi over 9, which is 1.396. Kaya lang to significant figures, so that must be equal to 1.4 square units. And this must be your final answer. Okay? So ito yung formula ng area ng circle in terms of the diskarte. Kung alam mo lang yung foundation natin na ang area ng circle is pi r squared, GG agad to. Pero kung alam mo rin naman yung shortcut, or alam mo rin naman yung direct-yung formula niya, okay din. So ang area kasi ng circular sector, so the area of a circular sector is equal to 1/2 r squared theta. Basta yung theta natin must be expressed in terms of radians. Medyo mahaba nga lang to, so I prefer siguro mas maganda na to. Pero we will still solve. So yung 10 degrees, kapag kinonvert natin sa radians, multiply lang natin siya by pi over 180 degrees, so that's pi over 18. And then substitute it here, so 1/2 r squared is 4 squared multiplied by the theta, which is pi over 18. And when you simplify this one, this is equivalent to this. Ganun lang siya kasimple. So kailangan mabilis lang tayo mag-solve. Kung 30 seconds man yan or 45 seconds. Napakasimple lang ito. Basic geometry. Okay guys, kung may questions po kayo huwag po kayo mahiyang mag-comment sa comment section. Okay, next problem tayo. Mga idolo, geometry to, no? Okay, next problem. Let's have some trigonometry. Actually, maganda yung mga questions in terms of the distribution itself. Kasi parang ano siya may galing ng algebra, may trigo, may geometry, may calculus. So, discuss lang natin siguro kahit mga 4 to 5 problems, mga idol. Okay? Next problem tayo. Although this might be looks fun na sa mga Lodi gigs natin, pero we will still derive. So, if x, ito yung isang problem naman coming from trigonometry. If x is equal to cosine theta, I think this is 45 or 60 seconds. If x is equal to cosine theta, express cosine 3 theta in terms of x. Okay? So ano ba ang kailangan nating tandaan dyan, Sir IJ? Kailangan nating tandaan yung mga identities natin when it comes to trigonometry. Yung sum and difference ng cosine, ng sine, and yung mga double angle identities. So alam naman natin na ang 3 theta can be expressed as 2 theta plus theta. So galing lang dun, tapos kailangan daw natin siyang express in terms of cosine theta. So ang kailangan natin gawin, dapat alam natin na ang cosine theta in terms of the double identity, it must be cosine 2 theta. This is equivalent to 2 cosine squared theta minus 1. So, at least, ang iba pang equal or similar identities dito, tatlo kasi yan, that is also equivalent to cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. And this is also equal to 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. However, the given problem just wants you to express cosine 3 theta in terms of cosine theta only. So, kailangan nating eliminate tong dalawang to kasi may sine to. Parehas. So, tira natin to. So, ano nang gagawin natin dyan, Sir IJ? So, alam natin na ang 3 theta can be expressed as cosine 2 theta plus theta. And then, recalling the sum identity for cosine, that's cosine A plus B. Cos, sin. Tapos, yung sine dito, kabaligtaran siya. Kapag sa sine kasi, susundin natin yung sign. Kung positive, positive. Kung negative, negative. Pag cosine naman, hindi. Cos, sin, sin. So you have cosine A, cosine B, dahil plus yan, minus sine A, sine of B. So this is equal to cosine of 2 theta, cosine theta, mga lodi cakes, minus sine 2 theta, sine of theta. So ito, wala tayong problema sa cosine 2 theta kasi ito yung gagamitin natin. Diba? 2 cosine squared theta minus 1 cosine theta minus, yung sine 2 theta dapat alam natin yan. So we will recall another double angle identity specifically. So that's 2 sine theta cosine theta na equivalent sa sine 2 theta. So recap lang mga Lodi Cakes, talagang nire-review kayo ni Sir IJ for this video. So medyo sinipag tayo ngayon. So, ang sine 2 theta natin will be expressed as 2 sine theta cosine theta sine of theta. So, di ba alam naman natin na yung cosine squared theta natin or yung cosine theta natin is expressed in terms of x. So, pwede natin itong gawing 2x squared minus 1 multiplied by x. So, stay put muna yan. Minus 2 cosine theta. Ilan ang sine times sine? So, that's sine squared, mga idolo. Sine squared theta. Recall the Pythagorean identity, sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta equals 1. So, anong gagawin natin dyan, Sir IJ? So, we have cosine squared theta. So, you have sine squared theta equals, so rilipat lang natin, so that is equal to 1 minus cosine squared of theta. So, recall lang, mga idolo. So, we have 2x squared minus x minus 2 cosine theta multiplied by 1 minus cosine squared theta. And replace cosine theta with x. So, this will now be equal to 2x squared. This must be 2x cubed, mga Lodi Cakes. 2x cubed minus x minus 2x multiplied by 1 minus x squared. Simplify, combining similar terms. So, you have 2x cubed minus x minus 2x plus 2x cubed. So, you have here 4x cubed, negative x minus 2x, that's negative 3x, which will be your final answer. Kung nagkaroon ka ng doubt sa sagot na to, pwede ka mag-try ng mga angles. For example, try mo yung 20 degrees. 3 times 20, that's 60. Ang cosine 60 degrees is 1/2. So, itry mo dito yung cosine 20, substitute mo sa x, and then dapat 1/2 din yung maging sagot. So, kapag 1/2, tama yung naging identity nyo. So, yun guys, medyo ni-refresh kayo ni Sir IJ dun sa problem 3 natin. So, naka-algebra na tayo, geometry, trigo. So, let's have another problem. So, this is, ang next natin is number system, mga idolo. Pero napaka-basic lang nito for the fourth problem. So, yun guys. Actually, madali lang naman to. Huwag lang talaga kayong kakabahan, lalo na dun sa mga sumasali sa ganitong klase ng competition. Kalma lang, mga Lodi. Pero syempre, may mga first-timers tayo, Sir IJ, so kailangan nila ma-experience yung kaba. So, okay lang yan sa mga susunod. Composure, totally composed na kayo when it comes to to this type of competitions. And alam ko naman na kayo, magiging biyasa din kayo, especially dun sa mga bata pa lang na second year, o kaya third year pa lang, next year, mga na kayo, team batak, mga idolo. Okay, we will now proceed to the fourth problem coming from number system. Wait lang, nasa na yung problem na yun? Ito. So, coming from number system, Sir IJ, although calculators are allowed, pero ang key concept dito is paano ba natin gagawin yung number system? If 2004 base 10 is equivalent to 432 base x, and x is a positive value, automatically find the value of x. So, paano natin gagawin yan, Sir IJ? Di ba naalala natin, kapag naka-base 10 tayo, paano magiging 2004 to? So, that is 2 times 10 cubed plus 0 times 10 squared. Di ba pababa lang naman siya, mga idolo? Plus 0 times 10 raised to 1 plus 4 times 10 raised to 0. So, yan lang po yan. Wait lang guys, check ko muna. Ayun, nagpe-play pa naman. Kala ko hindi na nagpe-play yung video. So, ganun lang yung gagawin natin. So, itong 2004 base 10, okay na yan. Ito na lang yung express natin in terms of base x, tas equate natin yan. So, paano po natin gagawin, Sir IJ, yung 432 base x? So, this is, magsimula tayo sa 2, so that's 2 times, tawag mo dito, x raised to 0, di ba simula ka muna sa 0, ito plus, ito namang 3, multiplied by x raised to 1, last but not the least, yung 4 is multiplied by x squared. So, this is multiplied, yung times. Sige, gawin na lang natin, asterisk, para hindi tayo malito. Gawin natin siyang asterisk, Sir IJ. Okay, so kapag sinimplify po natin yan, so we have 4x squared plus 3x plus 2, kasi ito ay 1. Equal natin kay 2004, kasi dun siya naka-equate. So you have 4x squared plus 3x, 2 minus 2004, that's minus 2022 equals 0. So punta lang kayo sa mode 5, quadratic, mga lodi. So tingnan natin saan yun sa calcu. Kasi kaya naman ng calcu to, honestly. Kailangan nyo lang malaman yung concept. Mode 5, equation 3. So ito yung 3 natin. Just press 4, 3, negative 2022. So ang lalabas na sagot, mga lodi cakes, ay, ano yung lalabas na sagot dyan, Sir IJ? So we have 4, ano pala to ba, 2022? So this is 2002. Sorry mga lodi cakes. Namali lang ng minus si Sir IJ. So we have 20, okay, that's correct. We have 22, and ano yung mga lumabas na values natin, Sir IJ? X equals 22, tapos yung isa ay negative 91 over 4. Since base cannot be negative, so disregard this, so the correct answer is x equals 22. Ayan guys, napakasimple lang niya. Actually, kanina nung sinagutan ko siya, parang less than 10 seconds lang. Kasi alam ko na paano siya i-set up. Ito, diretso mo na sa calcu to, lalo na dun sa type ng question natin that calculators are allowed. So this is just the key concept. Okay? So I hope na may natutunan kayo dito sa number system problem natin coming from the IIE 22nd National Math Wizard. Okay, question number 5. Okay, mga idolo. So tingnan natin ano pa yung question na lumabas kanina. Although may mga key concepts kanina. So yung sa question number 5, siguro tinanong lang naman guys, multiple choice to, easy lang. Sino daw yung gumawa nung formula that relates the faces, the number of vertices, the number of edges of a given polyhedron or kunyari 3-dimensional figure. Kunyari sa cube. 'Di ba alam naman natin na ang cube meron siyang ilang 6 na faces? Ilang vertices yan, mga idolo? That is 8 vertices. You have 12 edges. Tapos alam natin na ang formula na sinasabi niya is F plus V minus E equals 2. So, sino daw yung gumawa niyan? So, tandaan nyo lang, ang gumawa niyan or nakadiscover niyan is si Leonhard Euler. So, siya po ang may kagagawan ng formula na to. In terms of the relationship between the number of faces, the number of vertices, the number of edges of a certain 3-dimensional solid. Okay? Mga Lodi Geeks. So, yun yung question number 5, conceptual. So, number 6 naman, another conceptual problem, ano daw yung tawag sa distance from 0 to a certain number in a number line. So, ang tawag doon is the absolute value. Kasi yun yung positive mga Lodi Geeks. Di ba lagi naman positive? So, ang tawag doon is absolute value. Okay? So, let's try another problem. So, talagang sinipag si Lodi Geeks. Sige guys, tingnan natin. So, siguro yung last problem na lang natin, last problem na this, 7. So, sagutan natin kahit paano kalahat. Hindi. Sige, ito muna madali pang 7 natin. Ito, sobrang dali lang ito for 30 seconds or 15 seconds. Kumbaga, A can do a certain job in X days, and B can do a certain job in Y days. So, dapat ito, gimme na to. Kapag nagsama sila, if they work together, how long they can finish the job. So, ang problem lang naman na yan is just a simple work problem. So, ang magiging time lang naman natin dyan is 1 over t equals 1 over x plus 1 over y. Tandaan lang po natin na yung rate niya is just the reciprocal of the time. So, anong gagawin natin? Solving for t, tandaan nyo lang po that is just xy over x plus y. Kapag ito kasi sinimplify nyo to guys, it is equivalent to x plus y over xy. Kaya lang naka-reciprocal to. So, getting the reciprocal, ito yung magiging final answer natin. So, product over sum lang siya. Okay? So, sige, last problem na siguro kahit paano nakawalong problems tayo. So, yung ibang problem, hanapin ko muna yung mga given. So, last problem. So, this is good for, I think, this is 3 minutes ata or 2 minutes. Pero nasagutan ko to ng less than 20 seconds lang. Kasi, gamay ni Sir IJ yung mga type ng DE. So, solve the differential equation x multiplied by 1 minus sine y dy equals cos sine x minus cosine y minus y dx. So, simplify muna natin. Unahin natin si dx para mas maganda tingnan. So, you have cosine x minus cosine y minus y dx. Tapos, minus, eto, di ba kasi lilipat mo sa kabila? Minus x times 1 minus sine y dy equals 0. So, yan na yun guys. Established na. Ito yung m natin, ito yung n. So, ang titingnan agad natin, syempre medyo complicated siya. Irekta mo na sa partial derivatives. So, partial derivative ng m with respect to y, ito yung m kasama ng dx, ito yung y kasama ng dy. So, this is derivative niya with respect to y. So, yung mga x terms are considered, okay, that's correct, constant. Ang derivative ng negative cosine y ay, okay, correct. Tama ka dyan, Lodi Cake, sine y minus 1. Okay? How about this, Sir IJ? Partial derivative ng n with respect to x. So, syempre, mn pala to. So, mumultiply mo lang muna to. Negative x times 1, that's negative x. Ano derivative ng negative x? Okay, negative 1. Negative x times negative sine y, that's positive x sine y. Ano derivative ng x sine y with respect to x? Sir IJ, ang derivative ng x ay 1. So, ititira ko lang si sine y. So, magiging plus sine y siya, which makes this as exact DE. Kasi magkaparehas lang naman to mga Lodi Cakes. Naalala niyo yung technique ni Sir IJ. So ito actually hindi naman kasi kino-consider sa ibang mga prof. Pero yung mga ibang professor, consider it naman when it comes to the formula na na-establish natin sa YouTube channel natin. Pero for quiz B purposes, siguro solid na gamitin nyo na yung step ni Sir IJ, which is kapag exact siya, that is just the integral of m dx, setting all y constant, plus the integral of n dy, without x terms equals the constant c. Tingnan nyo maigi guys, yung n natin, di ba may x yan kapag dinistribute natin, that's negative x minus, so that's plus x sine y, di pares palang may x yan, di wala na tayong integrate dito. So we will just be busy with the integral of cosine x minus cosine y minus y dx equals c. Ano integral ng cosine x, Sir IJ? With respect to x, so that's sine x. Dito marami nagkamali pag integrate negative sine x, derivative yun. Ano integral ng cosine y? Dahil constant yan, lagay ka lang ng x kasi wala namang x na variable. Derivative ng, or integral ng y with respect to x, lagay ka lang din ng x. Equals c. Yan. Kaya mabilis ko lang siya na-solve kanina, wala pang 20 seconds. So yun guys, kahit pa paano sana na-refresh kayo, and dun sa mga join kanina dun sa IEEE 22nd National Math Wizard. Sana kahit pa paano na nabawasan kayo mga confusions nyo, clarifications. So siguro sa next video natin, sagutan natin yung remaining items. Hanapin ko lang po yung compilation, pero at least nakasagot tayo ng 8 problems. So maraming salamat mga Lodi Cakes. Salamat sa suporta, salamat sa palaging panonood, especially dun sa mga totally supporters na natin ever since. And I hope you all the best. God bless you always, and kita-kits sa mga next tutorial videos. Bye-bye!